When I first started to get serious about working out in high school, I had limited stress, limited responsibility, and going to the gym was actually the highlight of my day. But now that I'm 32 and life is much different, I don't get that same adrenaline rush as I used to. In fact, over the last few months, I've started to dread waking up early every day to work out. And I think at some point, I convinced myself that working out sucks. But all that did was make things worse. So I had to be honest with myself and realize it wasn't the working out. It was really my attitude that sucked. I was getting soft because things weren't as comfortable as they used to be. I really had to check myself, and especially with the kid on the way, what kind of message does that send him if I write something off that I know I should be doing just because it's hard? Working out is one of those things that may start as something that you do for yourself, but ultimately you realize it's something you need to do for the people that depend on you. Now, I'd be lying if I said waking up at 4 a.m. to get it done is ever going to be enjoyable, but in this video, I will cover some tips to help you get through the times where you don't feel motivated. Now, I want to be very clear in saying you don't need to work out to be successful. I know plenty of people with incredible lives who have never stepped foot in the gym, but I do believe for most people, staying disciplined to a workout regimen will have carryover in every other aspect of life. And I think it goes without saying that the quality of your life will most likely be drastically improved because of it. Give the people a bump date.
It just looks like bloat.
But officially in the third trimester. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Got a little heartburn, that's it.
I've never had heartburn in my life, so I can't even empathize with it. I have no idea what it feels like.
It seems like something where like someone would tell you they had it and you're like, oh my gosh, stop being dramatic. But it's really annoying.
Is it actually burning of the heart?
It's like right here.
But that's not the heart. One of my favorite things about the weekend,
ladies and gentlemen, the weekend,
is I can sleep in, be more well rested, have a proper meal before my workout. So I would highly recommend focusing on rest and food before your workout if you can. Now during the week, for me, not really a luxury that I have, but if you're more flexible and you can do that, then I think you're gonna enjoy your workouts much more. And many of you who have been watching the channel already know my pre-workout meal of choice, I'm trying to turn that brightness down a little bit, is going to be eggs, banana, and half a bagel. I just feel like this is a nice amount of food. It doesn't make me feel sluggish. It gives me carbs, protein, and fats. Helps me get through the workout without feeling like crap. So the next thing I want to recommend to you is make sure you have a proper pre-workout drink. This makes a world of difference from my experience. So during the week when I wake up super early, I don't want to have caffeine first thing. So what I'll do is I'll mix my greens, my reds, and then my electrolytes. And that will be my pre-workout drink. And sometimes I'll also do a scoop of high volume. Now for weekends when I work out a little bit later in the day and I'm okay drinking more caffeine, what I'm gonna have is 2 scoops of Prolific. This is the best pre-workout in the world. And then I'll add some more pump with the high volume and always my electrolytes. You guys can use code Travis on anything at PEScience.com. Save yourselves 10%, but this will give you the energy and those good feels that you need to really have a solid workout. I told camera wife I was gonna give her some maternity leave the whole pregnancy, and then maybe I'll give you like 1 week after the baby's here. But after that, you're back on duty, baby.
Alrighty.
Tastes like you're drinking a cocktail at the beach. Delicious. I think I would prefer caffeine. Actually, I know I would prefer caffeine over alcohol any day. So anyone that has been working out for an extended period of time knows that it can get a little monotonous, maybe even boring. And I'm not a big fan of program hopping, but maybe if you've been doing the same thing for too long, it's time to look at an alternative. Maybe if you've been bodybuilding, you want to try CrossFit or vice versa, or maybe you just need a different program. So I just picked up Jeff Nippard's full body program that I've hopped on. I think it was like 40 bucks from his website, but there's plenty of free resources out there. And I've been on it for about a week, and I can already tell that I've been energized just by introducing something new. Now, if you're like a hardcore bodybuilder that wants to go onto the Olympia stage, this is probably not the best advice. But if you're like me, just an average guy that wants to be able to play with his kids as long as he can, I think it's perfectly fine to find a podcast or a news segment that you want to listen to while you're in your workout, so it kind of takes your mind off of things, as long as it's not distracting or making you laugh. But I do find that kind of helps put my mind in the right space to just suck it up and get through the workouts when I don't feel like doing them. And of course, a little incentive never hurt anyone, so I always reward myself with a PE Science protein bar after my workout. These things are so good. If you guys can see this consistency, this texture, I look forward to it every single day. You know, sometimes when you put on new clothes, you just feel like a new person. I've been talking about these t-shirts a lot. This is the Cuts Overtime tee, my absolute favorite. It's a thicker material, which I think is gonna be perfect for the fall. You guys know I got my Cut shorts and my Cut hat. Let me know. Megan says you're not supposed to wear hats like a hat anymore. You're supposed to wear it just like a top hat, like you're George Washington or something. Is this right? Is this just like that? Just like, I gotta ask Alfie a question. What do you think about the people on my Instagram that are saying I shouldn't treat you like a child? People that don't love dogs, like, what is wrong with you? Plus, I don't even treat you like a baby. What are they thinking? All right, guys, so we are headed to Lowe's to get a hot dog. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because you've been skipping some videos, but if you find the right hot dog vendor at the Lowe's, who's usually there on Saturdays, I'm telling you, it's one of the best hot dogs you'll ever have. So when you come to Lowe's, it's like playing Russian roulette, because you never know if the hot dog man is going to be here. He has no schedule, it's sporadic, but when he's here, he usually has a nice little line, and I can already see that people are lined up for the hot dogs. It's like the hot dogs at the ballpark, but you don't have to watch a stupid game. It's really the best of both worlds. I really just wanted to show my hot dog to thousands of people here, but take a look. It's like the steamed bun, an all beef hot dog. I mean, what would you rank this?
It's really good.
Oh my gosh. Take me out to the ball game, baby. So I keep my head up. It's funny when you look. Did you guys know that I used to make rap music probably like a decade ago? Man, I'm getting old. I guess it was like 2010, 2011. So if you give the video a like, if we can get this video to 1,000 likes, we'll jump into that. Maybe I'll even show you some of the music videos. Here we go. So you've never worked out a day in your life and you're like, where do I even start? The good news is, it doesn't matter where you start, just start moving your body. Maybe that's just stretching. I know a lot of us like to lift, but maybe you don't want to lift things up and put them back down. You're worried that you're gonna get as jacked as me and you won't fit in your clothes anymore. Completely understandable. The one thing I always recommend people do, just go for a walk. Maybe start with 30 minutes, go to 45, work your way up to an hour, do that 4 to 5 times a week, and that will be a drastic improvement, especially if you're currently not doing anything. I know most of us think the biceps is the most important muscle. Maybe they are, but I would say a close second is going to be the heart. Now, you took all my advice, you did everything I talked about in this video. 3 months go by and you're like, Travis, I still hate it. It still sucks. Well, I've got good news. It's okay for things to suck. Actually, I think doing things that suck are what really develop character and build your life for a lot of fulfillment, because I get a lot of enjoyment after I'm done doing the things that suck. Usually those yield some pretty positive results, so you'll be all right. Alfie always likes to let us know when the food is here. We appreciate you, buddy. 2 things. 1, I refuse to pay for DoorDash because I think it's the biggest con in American history. It makes like your food cost 3 times as much as it normally would. And also, I do not like Panera, but 2 exceptions with Panera. The turkey chili, which is phenomenal. And then this, what is it, steak and cheese sandwich? Steak and cheddar. When I had the vid, I ordered this every single day. It's just so delicious. It's pretty basic, but it's the horseradish sauce that makes this so delicious. So Megan has already started meal prepping for when the baby comes so that we don't eat out all the time. So first meal is actually boom. So all she did was make the chili, put it in this bag, and she actually made a cool resource for you guys. If you go to her Instagram, click the bio right under her OnlyFans, you can see all of these recipes, and you can, you know, you don't have to be pregnant, obviously. Anyone that wants to meal prep, super convenient. Some of you might be wondering why we no longer have a rug here. Hey babe, why don't we have a rug?
It's too beige in here.
Too beige, oh my gosh. So this is gonna be like rug number 5? So
2.
No, there was a point where we literally had 2 rugs. It was a layered rug. Remember that? Do you remember? It lasted like 1 week, but there's 2 of them.
The original was still below it.
Oh my gosh. What? The rugs is my least favorite thing to buy because you have to move all of the furniture. Why can't you just find a rug? Just be done.
Trial and error.
Trial and error. So we're gonna end this video off on a personal note. Most of y'all know that both of my parents passed away young, so they didn't get to see me get married. They're not gonna get to see their grandchildren. And I don't know if working out on a consistent basis would have made any difference in that at all, but I imagine that it wouldn't have hurt. And that's something that's always in the back of my mind because I do want to be on this earth for a long time and to be able to experience all of these different types of things with my child that's coming, maybe children, who knows. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I look forward to talking to y'all next time.